Blessed day, everybody. This is Robby in a little place where mom is at. Not really going to be telling anybody directly where I'm at anymore because surely Google and YouTube have enough information and they know where I'm at. But this is it. I've been sitting back listening and watching and studying and trying to obtain as much information as can be attained in the society we're living in. And I want to say one thing. There's people out there that care and there's people out there that are full of crap. And we know that. And who the cap fits, let them wear it. And at the same time, I'm in the process now of trying to find out the next move. What is the next move in life? The next move in life is when you start doing something for yourself and you don't sit back and wait for other people to help you and you start to achieve. But now there's always someone helping you because you can make a move forward, but there's no one out there to give you an open door. Then basically you're just moving. And if you all notice that God is the one that gives the movement and opens the doors. So you have to know that when you see the Father's opening doors and things are starting to happen and the world is starting to change and the people are starting to see things differently and circumstances are going on, you can know that there's a God out there. God force, God power, inner energy, outer energy, all working together to become one. Then man and woman will start to become better off because we're working together as a team instead of working against each other. Now, what is the situation here? I've been sitting back looking, listening, and studying. And I sit back and I hear people say, well, we're Israelites. And we're better than those other people because God chose us. And then if you sit back and realize it, God made man in his image and his likeness, male and female, he made them, blessed them, and told them to be fruitful and multiply. What does it really mean? See, there's a group of people that would like to have separation amongst everybody. They have you fighting amongst yourselves. When the first men and women were created on this planet, thousands and thousands. You forget about they talk about 6,000 years. It's bullcrap, man. 20, 30,000, 40, 50,000, maybe 100,000, maybe a million years, but never just 6,000 years because 6,000 ain't that far. And if they can create everything in 6,000 years, then basically they'd be this is a miracle, trust and believe. But the pyramids and all those buildings and stuff are said to be 20, 30,000 years old. Well, if God created man on this earth from one man and one woman, or created man from a group of people, or whatever the situation is, they'd all be relative to each other if they all came from, everyone came from them one, two people, or the group of people. And if you, no matter how many times you cut loose and go into another direction, you're still relative to the first ones, and you're still relative to the first ones, and you're still relative to the first ones. And if they say it's not true, the DNA tests that they're saying that every man has some connection to each other would be a lie. Now you're gonna lie. Oh, we're Israelites. We don't come from Africa. Guess what? Israel is in Africa. Anybody can tell you anything different. If you're from Adam, or you're from Noah, or you're from Moses, or you're from any of those people came from the first people. And then how can you not be what your father is? You're talking foolishness. And anyone talking foolishness doesn't deserve to be even acknowledged because anybody knows if they say that the sins of your father are visited on you and we're going through a curse, and the curse was on our fathers, and we're still going through the curse, then what does that mean? That means that whatever happened back then with Adam, which is the first man and woman on the planet, they were in Africa, the sins are on us and we are suffering from those sins. Then if Adam was the first man and woman on the planet and they were in Africa, then that means what? We're Africans. They're not freaking people foolishness. They'll tell me about, oh, we're Israelites, we're different. But are you not sons of Adam? Are you not the sons and daughters of Adam? Israelites? Are you not the children of the first man and woman to walk the earth? And are those people that are not Ham, Shem, and Japheth, and all those people were in Africa? And you say, I'm Israelite, I'm different, I ain't got nothing. You're a bunch of fools, man. Every one of us on this planet is descendant of the first human beings, even all the way down to the Japanese, the Chinese, and the Koreans. They took DNA tested traces back to Africa. Germans, Russians, and everything, they traced their DNA back to Africa. Chinese and everybody else, they traced their DNA back to Africa. You're the only ones on the planet that are not related to anybody. if you're saying this is so. So that means you're aliens. You don't belong here. Or are the Europeans the only ones that claim themselves not to be descendants of anybody, and that it's the separate people and it is different from everybody else? I think these people need help. I think it's a delusional condition where people seem to forget where they come from, then start looking at everybody else as if they're different from them. When all of us are the same, and all of us are living on this planet, all of us got blood, and all of us got to breathe in oxygen, and all of us go to the bathroom, and all of us need clothing, and we need food and shelter. Come on, man. Will you stop trying to tell everybody you're different from somebody if you're not? What, you want to be different? Yeah, you are different. You're walking around angry and telling everybody else they're different from you. That means that maybe you are different. Maybe you need to go someplace else. Chosen people of God are the people who choose to deal with God and to love God and to honor God and to do what God asks. And those things, God said He did not rain on the good or the bad differently. God blesses the good and the bad equally. Ain't nobody getting no better treatment. If you think you're getting better treatment than somebody else, then maybe you're just seeing it for yourself that you're getting treatment. But at the end of the day, God created us on this planet, did not take any other races on this planet, all for us human beings walking around on this planet because the Creator put us here. So if you want to be different from somebody else, then start acting different. Stop acting like you're a bunch of heathens. That's what you need to do. Stop judging everybody. Stop walking around with your finger pointed and start doing something to create a better system and a better life for our human beings on this planet. Because if you're the chosen people on the planet, then baby, you better be chosen to do the right thing. Because if you're not doing the right thing, you're just as bad as everybody else. Israelites light up the world. But you're not lighting up anything but argument and trauma and drama and argument and more drama, but not doing any better than anybody else because we're all suffering still. And we're waiting for the Christ to come back. And when the Christ comes back, he'll tell you, you people ain't no better than nobody else. But didn't Lord, we said it in your, did you say in my name? How can you say in my name if you're treating everybody the same, an evil, wicked way better than yourself? Who are you? First of all, the word Israel is Asrael. And Israelites are the children of Asra and El. El just is the God, Ras. Understand that. El, the children of As and Ra. People don't want to understand. Y'all want to be different. Well, be different. Be real. Start treating people fairly and stop treating people like everybody's less than you. When you start breathing better air and you start having more circumstances treating people better, then maybe we'll accept you as being better than someone else. Because at this point, you're treating everybody worse than anybody. Instead of people complaining about the life, you have all this power, and yet it's still, you treat us like garbage. Have a blessed day, brothers and sisters, and I hope that you see what I'm saying. No man, woman, or child is better than anybody else. When we stop walking around acting like we're better than somebody, we'll actually have a life on this planet. And may the Most High show you the way. Amen.